Hello everyone and welcome back to the Assassin Black 6 channel for episode 2 of the Vendetta Online series. Last time we ended on a bad note on me getting a little confused and wondering what in the actual hell I was supposed to do. Luckily I found that out on just figuring stuff out myself. I was supposed to click on this training thing. Supposed to do this and accept it.
Welcome back, Captain Morgan. Let's start out by launching from the station. Big button, lower right corner. We'll pick things up once you've launched. Remember to press the M icon or mission button to bring up your mission panel when you see an update appear.
Okay, another cool thing, guys, is I'm going to be getting a connector for the device I'm playing on. That way I can use a controller. That way things will run a lot smoother. So that's going to be awesome. Okay, crazy lady, tell me what to do.
Excellent. For starters, we'd like you to experiment with Turbo, which is engaged with the Turbo button. Turbo will allow you to greatly increase your speed in a single direction, but you will lose the ability to maneuver while it is engaged.
Yeah,
You will also
that.
drain energy much more quickly, more on that later. Turbo is only engaged as long as you are touching the button. For now, why don't you try using Turbo to help you fly straight away from the station, out past the first ring of asteroids, towards the distant capital ship, if you can see it. Go give it a try now, then return here with the mission button and touch continue whenever ready.
Okay then. This M is staying like right on my thing. Apparently we don't need it. Yeah, over there is fine. I thought I just like turned there in mid-space. Okay. Alright, we've reached the destination it asked us to.
Good. Hopefully you've seen that it gives you a great boost of speed. However, you may have also noticed that it depleted the little bar on the right-hand side of your crosshairs. This is your energy display. Your ship's engine continually generates energy, and it is stored in a power cell. Low power engine use with the normal directional keys does not consume energy. However, engaging turbo does. Most weapons also use energy. Learning to manage your energy is very important both for crossing the galaxy as well as combat. What weapons you select, what power cell you use, the engines on a given ship, and the way you use them, all of this will become important. You should also be aware that you can use the left arrow and right arrow buttons to slide your ship horizontally. Sliding vertically and rotating are also possible, but not with the basic touch interface.
Cool, what else?
Now let's briefly discuss combat flight models. As we mentioned before, there are two modes of flight, one that behaves like an airplane, and one that works on true physics. The airplane model is called Flight Assist, and actually is created by your ship's computer doing the calculations to make piloting a little simpler and easier. However, all pilots should at least be aware of physics mode. You can toggle physics mode in flight by touching and holding on the Activate button, redefining it as Toggle Flight Model, and then touching this newly defined button. Toggling this will change several things. Press continue. For one, you will no longer fly in the direction in which your ship is pointed. If you apply power in one direction, that is the direction you will go, until you apply power elsewhere, or use the stop button to stop. This makes it possible to continue flying in a given direction, while spinning around and engaging an attacker behind you, or to the side. You can toggle back and forth between physics mode and flight assist mode by simply touching the redefined central activate button again. You will see FA indicated on the HUD when flight assist mode is enabled. Now, go give it a shot. Use target to select the nearest enemy, then use turbo to engage turbo to get near him, and also try to toggle into physics mode when engaging in combat. Physics mode can be a little disorienting, and it isn't easy to navigate densely packed asteroid fields when flying backwards or sideways. If you bounce off some rocks or explode, don't worry about it. Training is what this place is all about. Also, you can either use target or simply touch an individual object on screen to select it, then take a look at the information on your selected target in the upper right-hand corner. There's a graph of their health, the name, Orin Collector, or Dentec Collector, and other data. Go give it a try, then come back to the mission interface and click continue when you're ready.
Okay, cool. Alright, so that's what the thing was talking about. I think I figured that out. So toggle autofire and toggle flight mode. So I don't think in this mode I can go. Yep, now I'm turning sideways. I don't know how to actually turn. Oh, that was firing. Okay. Let's see here. What is this other thing that I got? I just want to press it. Okay, I can't do that right now. I still currently do not know how to, I still currently do not know how to go into third person so I can actually see the ship yet, but I believe that is a feature. Why are you shooting at an asteroid? No, I can't even. Super difficult. Alright. It's just a bit loud. I'm pretty sure what my problem was with all the other videos on the sound thing was that my sound was way too high. Okay, so here's front wall active. Double auto fire. Cool, alright. Mission continue.
Okay, Captain Morgan, we hope that was helpful. It's up to you to choose whether physics or flight assist mode is right for you. A lot of pilots toggle between them for different things. Both are entirely viable for combat, even PvP dueling, and have been extensively proven on the battlefield. Next, let's talk a little about no-fire zones. You haven't seen one of these yet, as you are in a special training sector, set aside by the government and specially protected from all non-trainees.
Okay.
However, all other space stations in the galaxy have a no-fire zone that surrounds them, out to a certain distance, usually a few thousand meters.
Okay.
The point of the NFC is to prevent combat near stations. If anyone fires within it, they will receive a warning. If another ship is actually damaged within a NFC, the person who damaged it will temporarily become kill on sight with the local law enforcement and will be hunted down and destroyed. Moral: do not attack other ships in a no-fire zone. You will see a clear indicator on your HUD. The letters NFC will appear in red directly beneath your crosshairs. When this appears, you are in a no-fire zone and should behave accordingly.
Damn.
If someone else attacks you in a no-fire zone, run away. Go dock with the station, preferably. Law enforcement has no way of telling who truly instigated a given scenario, so they tend to just destroy both people who are involved. It's better to run and dock. The station guards and other defenses will deal with the bad guy.
Jeez.
Finally, there is a special training capital ship in the sector with you. You may have seen it hanging above the second cluster of asteroids. This is a Constellation-class cruiser. It contains a docking bay, like any station, and you may dock with it and control one of the turrets. The docking bay does not appear on your radar as an S, like with the space stations.
Okay.
But the bay is on the underside of the vessel, facing towards the rear, and has a bright white background. If you approach from the stern of the ship, where the engines are, and fly underneath the belly of the ship, you should see it. Remember,
Okay, well,
if
we've
you can
done
see
that
the ship
already.
on your screen, you can touch it to select it, as long as it is not within the chat or control areas.
Alright.
Once you see it, fly into it and you will dock automatically. Once docked, you will find it. Great, we hope this has been informative. Now, fly back to the station and dock. Once you're docked with the station, we'll complete the mission. This time, we've defined a visible objective for you to see, above this text in your mission log. Other missions will often have these sorts of objectives, and it's a convenient way to see what you need to do next.
Okay, the dog with the item M14. Are you the item M14? No. Is that what the name of the space station is? No. Is there a thing in here called the item M14? No. Really? Let's see. So the thing is called the item M14. How to rotate is the real question. I have no clue. Okay. Alright. Stop. Oh, we're slowly turning right back up. Okay. This is awesome. Awesome news, awesome news. Okay, now I'm just turning to the other side. Not okay. Not okay, I'm turning to the other side. Not cool. Let's see here. Just boost my way on into the station. That's the best way to do it. Right down there.
Welcome back, Captain Morgan. That wraps up this mission. A new one is now available. Just a few minutes more.
Alright, destroy 4 alien collectors or pay 2,000 credits to kill you with 4 drones. Alright. We'll kill these guys and then,
Okay, Captain Morgan, let's get started. We're sending you out after foreign collectors. You will see
Okay.
their name listed as soon as you have them selected. They are the type of bot most common in the near asteroid field. There is a second, further asteroid field that contains more difficult drones. Don't worry about these for now, just stay closer to the station in the nearby field. Once you're launched, remember to press the appropriate key or button to select the nearest enemy target. On a touchscreen mobile device, press target. With a gamepad, press D-pad left. Using a keyboard, use the X key. And on Gearber or Daydream, you will single tap the touchpad to select the nearest enemy. When you have
Alright.
selected an enemy, then find that target on your radar circles, and go destroy it. Launch
Okay.
whenever you're ready.
Right.
Remember, you're looking for foreign collectors, which are enemy training drones that will appear red on your radar. There may also be
There
some
they are.
green dots. These are other new pilots in training. As long as you use select nearest enemy, you will only select the nearest enemy, and will avoid selecting friendly pilots. Do this using the target button, keyboard X key, game controller D-pad left, or by tapping the touchpad on Gearber or Daydream. Once you have selected a target, you can see more information about that target by looking in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. VR displays will show the target information in the lower center of the cockpit. 1 XORN collector killed. Kill 3 more.
Okay. Sweet. Target. Target.
1 XORN collector killed. Kill 2 more.
I want the box. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Bam. Oh, hello. Well, I'm going this way, dude.
1 XORN collector killed. Kill 1 more.
Where's this sucker? You're chasing me down. Why are you doing that? You're supposed to be collecting stuff. Ah.
All 4 XORN collector destroyed. Head back to the station and dock to complete the mission.
No, stop it. That's right. I command my own ship. Bang. I want the purple one. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, this game is going to be so much better once I have my controller hooked up to it. This is going to be great. But this right now, super hard to navigate. And then I've got this annoying bot sitting next to me. Yeah, that's it. Alright, onward. I'm barely upside down right now. Nice. Now we need the dock. They're fixing to pay us 2,000 credits for killing drones that they built.
Great work, you seem to have gotten the hang of combat. Hit the button below to complete this mission, then check the...
Okay. Alright. Oh. Cool.
It's been great working with you, Captain Morgan. You're going to make a fine pilot and a valuable member of our nation. Today we're going to actually show you how to navigate. Our galaxy is made up of many solar systems, stars with orbiting planets. Each of these systems is divided into 256 sectors for navigational purposes.
Okay.
You have been training in one such sector, and you're going to now leave and go to another in the same system. Let's get started. Launch when ready.
Alright.
Okay, now you may have noticed the bar at the center of your HUD, directly underneath your crosshairs.
Yes.
This is a graph which changes as you get closer or further away from large objects, asteroids, stations. You must be 3,000 meters from any large object before you can engage your jump engines, which the graph helps you determine. If you reach the 3,000 meter mark, the graph will be completely filled. If you also have a navigation route plotted, it will change to say, activate.
Okay.
Because this is your first time, we're going to do the navigation for you, and set a nav route into your ship's computer. This route will take you to one of the 2 adjacent capital stations. Once we set the nav route, a new blip will appear on your radar, and a new reticule on your heads-up display. This will be the jump waypoint. It is a object-free point from which you can engage your jump engines. It is not always the best or closest such point, it's simply a workable one that your nav computer calculated. Turn your ship towards this new reticule, and engage turbo until you reach it. Distance is displayed underneath it. Press continue to set the nav route.
And I need to know where to go. You guys didn't send me anything. It's still the same on here. It's still telling me where that is. No. I'm looking for a, okay.
Okay, the nav route has been set. You can see the objective is now defined above. Fly to the
Sweet.
jump waypoint, or fly until the bottom distance bar completely fills and says activate. At that point, touch the activate button to engage your jump engines. You will need to have 25% power cell energy to jump, so you may need to disengage turbo briefly before jumping. Go now. We'll follow up with you when you reach ITAN K11.
Okay. You just do your own thing then. Oh man. So this thing's always gonna tell me where they're at. For right now anyways, I believe. I mean, all I know right now is where this jump point is. On my screen, of course, besides the very bottom, which tells me that the training station is almost 3,000 meters away. Ah. Great. You've gotten 5 good mentor reviews. Your station will give you better prices for trade goods.
Congratulations.
Oh, awesome.
You've made your first jump. Now find the S icons on your radar and fly towards the station. Dock, and we'll complete the mission.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Sweet. See what we got going on? Yeah. I have no clue where the station's docking bays are. But I have a feeling I'm about to find out. Okay, so there's an S on this side, which means usually, there it is. I know I've gone really quiet here, but I'm just trying to concentrate from the ship doing that number. All I'm trying to do is dock, and I just wrecked on my first docking attempt outside of the training area, so that's awesome. I'm just a new pilot, and I'm new to this, and I'm learning, and now, oh my gosh, okay, just let me in, just don't, no, I just need to go down, there we go, just nice and slowly, just let me in. Oh, well, I mean, probably, because you're not a docking, you're not a docking station, because you're probably, oh my god, okay, I know what's wrong now. So that is a, launch bay. My docking station is gonna look different from that. My docking station is gonna be like that right there. Sweet, I've been messing up on all this whole time. Trying to dock inside of a tiny little Why do I keep doing that? Why? That makes no sense. No sense. Alright, this way. I
Great
cannot
job,
wait till
Captain
I
Morgan. Now one last thing. You have
Okay.
come to a new station to train, and have left the old training sector behind.
Oh.
As a result, you need to set home here, so you will return to this station if your ship should explode. You will find the Set Home button on the lower right-hand corner of the screen, near the Launch button. Go press it now, then continue when ready.
Yes. So this place is home. Okay, continue.
Fantastic. Now, be sure you check out the other training missions available here. As soon as you pass a few more of them, you can take the basic flight status test, and many more types of missions, other than training, will become available to you. The remaining missions should only take a few minutes.
Cool. Okay. So we have a mining tutorial, capturing the cargo. So we get cargo to capture, mining to do, and then we can take the basic flight test. Sweet. This one's in a different whole sector, though. Explains the basics of mining. Okay. Cool. I have cargo on board, though. Hello. Surprise. Hey, hold on. Did I just sell everything? Oh god, I just sold everything I had. Well, I made a profit. Mass, one small weapon. Got pretty good armor stats. I mean, I hit a couple things in the way here. Awesome, sweet. Refill weapon. Okay, refill that. So preset 1, 2, 3, and 4. Figure ship. Equipped what? Nothing, because I don't have anything. Add-ons. Groups. Nope. Image. Alright. Bye. Ooh. It's a basic fighter variant. 109 credits. How many credits do I have? Ooh. Okay. So I got given this thing for free. This thing costs 109 credits. So why don't I buy it? I don't want to sell this. Wait, hold on. Hold that. Cool advanced graphics. Okay, cancel. Audio game. Flight camera first person. Third person. Let's try that third person flight. Somebody said to turn the chat filter off on the chat with you. Because I don't have a problem with that. Network, interface, video, graphics. Controls, mouse, accelerometer, enable flight assist mode. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe. Touch, tilt, joystick. Later we shall do the joystick. Scan for joysticks. We'll take care of that later. Touch screen steering only. X-axis equals roll. Let me try that. Okay, close. Close. Flash. Let's see how we feel about these controls better. Ooh! I do like having my ship in third person. Oh, this is way better. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, this ship is us. We are this ship, and we shall stop. Ooh, okay. Do not like the fact that I have to do this to work. But I have to be docked to be able to stop the game. Okay, there's a docking station right there. Where is it at? Okay, it's on... There it is. So I need to fly over here. Before I can even do that. Ooh. Yeah, I actually do like flying with this a lot more. Gives me more of an idea of where the ship is. Okay, options. Advanced, game. No, it's not. It's not. Oh, options controls. Let's try this. This touchscreen steering only. Okay. Close. 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 Launch. Let's see how we like this. Look around. No. No. Time to go find us a docking station. That's all I can say. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the old controls, but with this third person, and I feel like that's gonna help out a lot. Because right now we're playing with the normal physics controls. Meaning we're gonna keep traveling in this direction until I press the stop. I can turn on the advanced flying controls, meaning the assist controls. But I'm just completely wrecked into that. Alright. I had it on before. Understand what was going on. Why? Going backwards, alright. Flying, 101. Alright. Well, as I prepare myself to take forever to fly to dock into this. Oh, I see what I've got to do. I understand. I understand what must happen now. Oh, wow, that's a lot of work. Okay. Controls. I'm gonna go back to how it was. Apply. Okay. As for the game, no, I don't want it in third person or first person. Did I change this? Wait, why is it touch general red screen orientation landscape sensor landscape. I'm gonna try that fly the inset assist mode real quick, and then I think I'll end the episode with us leaving the station. Alright, thank you guys for coming to watch. This is a 40-minute video. That seems a bit long. Oh, yes. It's gonna be way easier now.